Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be a pickups video, as per usual I guess. So yeah, I've got 8 games altogether, 6 of them are PlayStation 3 and 2 are 360. Now these are pretty much all bought on a whim 2 days ago, and I just went on a bit of a shopping spree. With that said, even though there's 8 games and they're all current gen, they all cost me under $100 for the whole lot. And when you bear in mind one of them is a new release, which has only just literally come out, hence being a new release, I feel that's a bargain. So yeah, $100 is what, about sort of 75 quid-ish? Yeah, it's not like I do this every week or anything, but I just thought there's too many games at good prices, and there was a lot more that I was looking at, and I just had to kind of ignore them. So yeah, I'll show you what they are. But before I do, not that anyone cares, but I was going to point to the other chick there. From there to there, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but there's like a little, not a scar, but like a scratch. No idea where it appears from. I know it sounds like a likely story. It's like, oh yeah, I had a fight with a cat, or a girl, or something. Wife, give me a shiner. No, I honestly don't know where it is. In fact, the wife got back in yesterday from work. In the afternoon, I kind of opened up the door, and to greet her. And she was like, where'd you get that scratch from? I didn't have a clue what she was on about. I was like, well, what scratch? And she went, scratch on your face, you look like a pirate. So I had a look in the mirror and I was like, I don't know where that came from. So I don't know if it shows up, but like I said, it's kind of from there to there. But it hasn't bled, it's just maybe, I guess just during the night, maybe I just kind of had an itch and scratched it. But yeah, it does look a bit weird. But anyway, so that's that. Thoroughly pointless, but thought I'd share it with you. I'm nice like that. So like I say, 8 games, as my screensaver kicks in. So let's move that. And yeah, let's get the first one out of the way. Now, this first one, I have had it before, and in fact, if you were to click on my channel page, this video will autoplay, because it's a gameplay that I made probably around about a year ago. I don't know why I got rid of the game. Well, I kind of know why in the bigger picture. Let me show you what the game is. It's Blur on the Xbox 360. Now, anybody who's been watching my channel for a long time will probably be aware that this time last year I had a massive collection of 360 games, and now it's kind of been spun on its head and like a role reversal, and I've got a massive collection of PS3 games. I guess I don't know, I always kind of liked the PlayStation 3, I underused it severely, and I guess I wanted to get into that a bit more. So what I essentially did was I almost sold all my games, kept some essentials, and then started to buy them back on the PS3, which is a little bit mad for some people. But yeah, what I tend to do these days, and I've said this before, is play single-player games, again, generally speaking, on the PlayStation 3. Anything which I'm going to play online a lot, I will get on the 360, such as Call of Duty's and all the rest of it. So this is one, I mean, even though I don't really play this online, this is one which I shouldn't have sold for the 360, really, because I really do enjoy it. Like I said, I did the gameplay of it, which is on my channel, last year sometime. Now, I did look on Amazon. I got these all from Amazon, all these games here, with free shipping, like say, for under $100. But this one, I initially looked to get it on the PS3, and it was $20. And then I thought, well, just out of interest, curiosity, how much is it on the 360? And it was $10. And I thought, well, I'm going to get it for the 360 then. I'm not just going to pay double the amount just to get it on the PS3. That's a bit of a waste of time, waste of money. And not just that, but I've also got the save still on my 360 hard drive, so I can pick up from where I left it last time. Whereas if I'd have got the PS3 version, I'd have to start again, and I just can't be bothered with that. So yeah, I'm not really the kind of person who's got to get everything on the PlayStation 3 in terms of like uniformity and all that kind of stuff. I'm not that bothered about it. In saying that, maybe eventually I might pick it up on the PS3, just just for the sake of it. I guess maybe for continuity and maybe uniformity eventually. But for now, happy to get it on the 360 again. So that's that one, and I love it. It's a great game. It's thoroughly underappreciated in my eyes. And if you haven't seen my video, like I said, just click on my channel. Not now, because the video will stop. That'd be a bit rubbish. And you'll see it. It'll autoplay, and it's an excellent game. And I just feel you've got to buy it. And $10, that's just ridiculous. It's a bargain. All right, so let's do the PlayStation 3 games, and then the last one we'll do will be another Xbox 360 game. This first one for the PlayStation 3, it's an older title, never had it before on the PS3, did have it going back to the PlayStation 1. Maybe controversially was never really into it, it's never really been my thing, but I thought for $5 it was too good to resist. And after buying it, last night I was looking at a few gameplay videos on YouTube, and it looks alright. A little bit dated because it is old. I guess 2007 maybe. I can't see on the back of the box. But yeah. Anyway, it's Tomb Raider Underworld. So, yeah, pleased to get that for $5. I don't really think you can complain. I think that's a good price. Now, which one should we do next? Alright, how about this one? This is one which, again, I wasn't really that bothered if I got it on the PS3 or the 360, but just doing a bit of a price comparison on Amazon when I was doing my shopping the day before yesterday. It was much cheaper on the PS3. I say much cheaper, only by $5 or $6, but I just thought, well, that's $5 or $6 towards something else, why not? And so I ended up getting on the PS3. And I did want to get this when it first came out, but there was so many other games at the time that I was buying, and I didn't really feel the need to buy it. I couldn't really justify certainly paying $60. Glad I waited because I got this for $12, less than a year after it come out. So it, once again, just goes to show you, if you wait, price comes flying down at an incredible rate. And it is Test Drive Unlimited, or Test Drive 2 Unlimited. Test Drive 2 Unlimited? Yeah. And I really liked the first one. I really did. Now, it was on the 360, the Test Drive Unlimited, and the first one wasn't on the PS3. So that's why I nearly got this one on the 360 as well. Again, for continuity and because of controls and the layout, and I was comfortable with the old one. But it's been such a long time since I played the first one, I thought, well, does it really matter? And like I say, I'm not really going to take it online, or at least not religiously. So it's not really got to be a 360 purchase for me. And as a result, happy to pick it up on the PlayStation 3. Fruit juice for the win. So that's that one. Again, next one up is for the PlayStation 3, as the next 3 after this will be. And I saw this one on there. I've actually been sent the limited edition version, which is, I guess, good. Bit of a bonus there. But it's a game which... again, a familiar pattern with me. When it first came out, this time last year, I would have pre-ordered it, because I would pre-order anything, even if it was just average, because I guess I was a bit of an idiot when it came to money. These days, I'm still a bit of an idiot in the sense that I do get it eventually, but I at least wait. I've got the nous these days to wait, and I'm glad I have, because you save so much money, as I always touch upon. And the game that sent me, like, I didn't know what it was. But it's Bulletstorm. But like I said, they've sent me the limited edition version. Now, I'm not that bothered about this, really. But again, it was $10.99. And in dollars, so in pounds, you look, what, $11 is £7.50, £8 maybe. And I thought that was a bargain. And especially, it turns out, transpires I get the limited edition version. So good times. Now, this to me looks exactly the same as Body Count, as Borderlands and Brink. All these games kind of look the same. Aesthetically, they look exactly the same. So I'm not really sure whether I'm going to like it. Now, I did play the demo going back a long, long time, and I didn't think that much of it. But judging a game on a demo, you can't really do. But anyway, $11.99, I'm pleased to pay that, even if it's rubbish. Speaking of a game that I paid $11.99 for, brings me on to this one. Now, this is quite a controversial one, really, because this game, I believe, could be wrong, was supposed to be originally, or at least it was originally intended to be included on a game, but they didn't, and decided in their infinite wisdom to release it as a standalone title and a download as well. Pretty controversial, pretty sneaky, and that game is NBA Jam. Now, I'm not a massive fan of basketball. Well, I'm not a fan at all, really. But I did enjoy NBA Jam when I first had it on the Mega Drive, going back to 91, whenever it came out. 91, 92. Thought it was really good, and it was fun, and it was a laugh. And this looks in similar vein, but with obviously more up-to-date graphics and all the rest of it. I'm not so sure how they thought they could justify like a $50 price tag. That's pretty ridiculous. But for the sake of $10.99, I think, or $11.99, whatever I paid, I felt, and it's still sealed, and I felt that was a really good price. But I'm not expecting it to be great, but I thought, what the hell. Speaking of thinking, what the hell, this brings me on to the next two games. Yeah, I don't know how to say one of these with a straight face. I'll save the funny one to last, I guess. Now, yeah, I was just basically doing a random search. What was I looking at? I can't even remember what it was. It must have been something Star Wars related, and this came up. And I'll show you what it is. It's Star Wars 3, the Lego game. Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars. Star Wars Lego. And I looked at it and I thought, well, it looks silly, but it kind of looked fun. Like, the graphics look really nice and polished and all the rest of it. And I thought, well, it's probably stupid. It is, you'd hazard a guess, aimed at kids. But I thought I'll give it a try anyway. And then I looked at the price that they were selling it for on Amazon. It's still sealed again. And it was $12.99. And there were several people selling this on eBay used with bids on, with like a couple of days left. And it was like $15. So I thought, well, hang on a minute. So I can get it for like $11.99, $12.99, whatever it was. Free shipping, sealed. I'm just going to get it. I'll take a punt. Again, I thought it was a really good price for a game which hasn't been out that long. You know, 2011, it's a current release, if you were. And so, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what this is like. Not expecting it to be great. I am a Star Wars fan, but a casual one. I mean, I used to be massively into it, but I guess as you get older, you know what it's like. So that'll be interesting. Now, after buying that, in the very next, you know, where it has like recommendations on Amazon or whatever, it said, oh, well, you've added this one to your basket. You might be interested in this one. And my initial reaction was, well, obviously, I'm not interested in it. But then I thought, let me check it out on YouTube. And it looked quite good. I feel quite kind of embarrassed saying that. And again, it was $11. And I went on eBay and I thought, well, out of curiosity, I wonder how much it is. And a similar thing to the Star Wars game. You know, this game was kind of going for $14, $15. I thought, well, this is still sealed. Similar story, once again, like I say. So for $11 or whatever it was, I thought I'd buy it. And it's with some slight embarrassment that I will now show you the latest game to my collection. Harry Potter Lego years 1 to 4. I'm hoping that's not the mental age of the people who play the game. I presume it's years 1 to 4 from the years that they went to school in the game. Well, I know it is. Trying to be clever there. So yeah, it actually looked, in all seriousness, it looked fun. It looked a laugh. Light-heartedness. And yeah, I still feel a bit embarrassed. Again, one for when you have kids in the future, I can go, oh, I got it for the kids. But for now, I kind of got it for me. It's a bit embarrassing. Roll on having kids is what I say. So that's that one. Last up but not least is one which I've still got in the packet, which is smooth. Let's quickly a bit of an unboxing. It's brand new. It's just come out. Now, I wasn't going to get this straight away. You're possibly aware of what it is already by the fact that I've just said it's just come out. Literally last 2 or 3 days. I wasn't really going to get it straight away. I am a fan of the series. Not a hardcore fan of the series, but I do enjoy them. But I saw a lot of people have been picking up lately on YouTube. And, you know, some friends on YouTube and some friends, you know, outside of YouTube who have been getting it. And it made me think, well, I'll have a look. And seeing as I was on Amazon buying all this rubbish, out of curiosity, I looked to see how much it was. And it was $60. Which obviously isn't a surprise because it's a brand new release. But then underneath the $60 price tag, it said, but if you buy this now, we'll give you a $20 gift voucher back into your account. So essentially this cost me $40 for a brand new game, a high-profile game, and $40 again, which is about 28 quid. It's just come out, and I felt that was a bargain. And I felt that was really fair as well, to be honest with you. You know, $40, and I get that $20 gift voucher to spend on something else. That's a complete bargain, I felt. And that game, it's brand new, sealed, and all the rest of it, is Gears of War 3. So, yeah, I didn't think I'd be getting it anytime soon. It was always on the wish list, but I just thought I'd be quite happy to wait for the price to come down to maybe, you know, $25, $30, $35, maybe $40 around about Christmas time, maybe just after. So to essentially get it for $40 as soon as it comes out was, that was too good a deal to turn down, and I couldn't resist that. So that's that. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. I'm going to crack it on in a bit. Now, I've got to be honest, when it comes to taking Gears of War online, I've never really done it. The amount of games I've had online, you can count on one hand. That's on Gears of War 1 and 2. It's just something I've never been into. But I'm going to give this a try. I'm really excited. I've got to be honest, I'm really excited to give the Horde mode a try online. That looks really good. And I very briefly experienced it in Gears of War 2. But this one should be good. And by all accounts, it's a lot better than the second one, which I liked. So I will be taking that online quite a bit, probably within the next hour or something as well, just to see what it's like. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Quite an expensive haul. I wasn't planning you know, I mean, they were all kind of impulse purchases essentially because, you know, I only bought them 2 nights ago. But yeah, so I wasn't planning on doing a video, and all of a sudden I end up doing this one. Speaking of doing another video, I've got, it'll probably be uploaded maybe before this video or after this video. It's a Championship Manager football video. Now, please don't think, if you're a long-term subscriber, you've got to watch it or you've got to comment on it, because this video that I'm doing for Championship Manager, it's the third one I've done. I've done one for each of the past 3 football seasons. So I'm aiming for a kind of a particular amount of people who love that game. So like I say, don't feel like you've got to watch it, you've got to comment on it, because you're probably not going to like it. It's aiming for a specific audience. And so yeah, that's it. I just thought I'd throw that out there. And that's all I want to say. I'm sure there's going to be something else, but I forgot. I guess I could throw in the thanks for the subs lately. Yeah, why not? Thank you very much. I think I'm at around about 750. Might be a bit more than that now, actually, which is just absolutely amazing. It's ridiculous, really. So yeah, that's really great. And I'm not that bothered about subs. I never really have been. To me, it's all about interaction and integration and communication and watching each other's videos. Not religiously. I'm not saying everyone's got to watch every one of my videos, and I'm not saying people have to comment on them all the time. But it's just nice if you get a bit of a rapport going with people, even if it's just every few weeks, every few months. I like that aspect of it. To me, YouTube has never been about, hey, look at me, subscribe to me. I don't really care if people sub or not. It's nice that they do, and when you do, I like it, but it's not like the end of the world. I'd be perfectly happy, I'd be just as happy if I had 20 subs than if I had 1 million. It doesn't really bother me. But all that said, I do appreciate, of course, when someone clicks on your channel and they sub. Anyway, I'm wittering on now. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Adios, amigos.